Hello everyone, welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning today to this channel. And don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can book through the Etsy shop or the coffee shop. Both are linked in the description box below and the pinned comment below this video. For those of you interested in 18 plus, pick a card, tarot readings that are more uncensored and spicy, check out my Patreon for those types of readings. So in today's video here on YouTube, we are going to be tuning into your person's most recent thoughts about you. So what has the person on your mind been thinking about most recently about you, about themselves, about this connection, or anything else that wants to pop up and be shared with you guys today? So we have three different groups / three different cards to pick from for today's reading. We have the Five of Cups here for group number 1. We have the Eight of Swords for group number 2. And we have the Tower for group number 3. The timestamps for each individual card / each individual group are listed in the description box below and in the pinned comment below this video. So you can hop into the reading based on which card is drawing you in or calling you towards itself the very most. You can also pick more than one group or more than one card if you feel drawn to doing that. So pause the video if you want to take a little bit more time right now, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Five of Cups card here today as your card for today's reading on the topic of their most recent thoughts about you. So we're going to start off by drawing a couple of additional cards here. This is like really giving me like Nosferatu vibes already, like this person really missing you and like really wanting you back. There's a sense of an ex energy here. For those of you who may resonate with that, this person may feel very drawn to you still or really bound to you still. Okay, so let's see what else wants to pop up here. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, we also got the Four of Swords. Okay, let's see. We got here the Five of Wands. And then we also got the World card. I'm hearing conclusion. So there's some type of conclusion happening, yeah. But, okay, what is this? Like, yeah, it's like more limbo. So the Eight of Cups energy, this doesn't want to show up reversed or upright. So this just really indicates where your person's at with you right now. They're really missing you, especially, you know, if you've had a falling out or a misunderstanding of some kind. If harsh words were spoken, this person regrets that. And they're very disappointed by how this connection like played out or how the relationship between the two of you turned out. They're really disappointed because they had a different vision for this connection, is what I'm feeling. They want to reunite. Like this person with the Eight of Cups here, they're not done with you. With the World, they feel like there's still unfinished business between the two of you. So they will or are thinking about returning back into your life. There's a feeling like they need to settle something still. So they are experiencing a lot of regret, emotional loss, and this person, they could even be replaying what went wrong for the two of you in this connection, what they could have done better, what they could have said to like resolve your situation. So they are in their feelings for sure when it comes to their thoughts most recently. They're thinking about their feelings, and their thoughts are about their feelings most of all. They are likely even fixating on something they could have done differently or said better or expressed better in regards to your connection. So there is like emotional disappointment here. This person is experiencing most recently. They may think and feel that they messed up profoundly, that they missed an opportunity, but they are not done. You know, they're feeling regret, but they're not done with your relationship. They're not done with you. They're thinking about either how to resolve the situation or how to come back into your life and try to like fix something or try to communicate something, or try to like resolve something, whether it's for better or worse. Like this person, I feel like they just want to get back into it and try to do something about it. So even if they mess up even more, I feel like they just want to do something because they don't like being in this state of regret. And that regret or that disappointment, that feeling of unfinished business is really messing with them as well. So the Seven of Pentacles here is this kind of wait and see card. This person is assessing the effort they have put in and the effort they may still have to put in, versus also what has so far come out of any type of effort or any type of lack of effort that has been put into the connection. They're also reflecting on the effort that they may need to additionally put in and what may come out of that effort. So this is contemplation. This person asking themselves if it's worth continuing to invest in this connection, and in what way is it worth to invest. And they're kind of like thinking about if patience will pay off, or if any type of work will end up paying itself off, and in what way may that come about in their life. So the Four of Swords energy is all about kind of mental rest, mental withdrawal, silence, just withdrawal in general of this person from your life. So it's likely that the two of you are partly in no contact, or there's just some type of silence between the two of you right now. The Four of Swords here just indicates this person is taking a breather right now. Possibly you have noticed them being quieter, and that is at least partly intentional from this person's energy, because they are thinking how they need to process this, and they're kind of making a plan for the future. So they're not acting yet, and it's very intentional that they're taking their time to kind of process what may come out of some type of action in regards to your connection. So the Four of Swords, you know, is often all about someone lying low to sort their head out before deciding their next move. So that's basically what this person is doing right now. With the Five of Wands here as well, there is some inner conflict, tension, or even competition this person is experiencing. Even their thoughts could be a bit of a battlefield right now. They may feel conflicted between pride and vulnerability, or between fighting for this relationship or fighting for what they want and letting it go. They're still figuring out what exactly they would want though, so they're not fully sure on that either. But I feel like whatever they want is some type of contact with you. Any type of contact with you is better than no contact with you. This person may even be experiencing or thinking about rivalry, or, like other people being involved in this connection. Other people's influence in this connection could be playing a part in their mind as well. They maybe even are recently imagining rivals, or overall just worrying that they have lost their place in your life or will lose their place in your life soon. So there's a type of worry definitely present around that. So we have the world. So like basically the world here is about completion, realizations, maturity. So deep down, this person, like they crave resolution, as said. They crave to resolve the unresolved situation between the two of you. They want either a true closure or like a new chapter with you, where you both know better, where you both choose to act from like a higher ground. So the world here does indicate like a start of a new chapter, and it shows that this person has learned something about what they want, or maybe something big about what they want and what they don't want. So this world kind of feels like this person is leveling up, at least consciously in their awareness. They're being more aware, they're being more mindful of how they are acting. But at the same time, with the Eight of Cups here as well, they are kind of stuck in their emotions still. So the Eight of Cups being kind of in this limbo, quote unquote, in this kind of stuck phase here. This says that they want to walk away from emotional confusion and or pain, but they can't fully let it go. They're fully like attached to their emotional confusion. They're still attached to their pain as well. So they're caught between leaving it behind and still being emotionally tethered, emotionally drawn in by you. This person, like they maybe try to move on, they have not though. They haven't been truly able to. Even if they say they have moved on, they have not truly moved on, with this card being here on the board. And they feel like there's something unresolved between the two of you that they feel called to, beckoned to. They continue like wanting to resolve something. And it may even happen in cycles, like this person could on one occasion feel like, yeah, I'm doing good, I'm doing amazing, everything's going well, I'm not feeling so drawn towards group number one anymore, it's all good, yay. And then there may be a time or a period, and I feel like this person's in this period right now where they feel very drawn to you, where they feel like they feel stuck on you, where they can't move on from you, and feel like there's something unresolved between the two of you that they need to resolve in order to be able to kind of quote unquote level up, or just feel better in regards to their life, in regards to like the other areas of their life as well. So overall, like their recent thoughts here have been quite bittersweet. There has been a real tug of war here between mourning the past, wanting to resolve something, and at the same time analyzing if it's worth waiting for, if the relationship is worth figuring out, and what benefits could result out of this. Then also there's a tug of war between all these. So these two, the mourning the past and then like kind of figuring out what's worth it, plus mentally retreating to figure it all out. This person, like in their mind, they just keep circling back to you. They keep replaying the story between the two of you. They keep wondering, did I lose something real? Or is this just a chapter closing? Like, should I let this go? Should I work on this? Like, what do I do? Like, they're really like trying to figure it out, but they keep like just going round and round in circles with these questions. So they do feel conflicted. A part of them does want peace and closure, but another part of them really is hoping that it's not truly over, that they still got a chance with you, that they can still like fight for you, they can still like just have something more with you, because they feel just so emotionally drawn to you still. So the world here shows that they're right at the edge of understanding this connection more deeply, or just understanding what this connection taught them. And there's admiration and emotional depth here, where they are starting to see parts of the bigger picture as well, even if they don't yet know what to do with it. So in its essence, this person is quietly processing regret and the lessons of this connection right now. They're fighting themselves about whether to move on or reach out, and they still care. Like, they still care about you, they still care about this connection, they still feel like this connection is something worth fighting for. And they are thinking about reaching out. This person, they may externally appear composed, while internally they're just really, really wrestling with what now? What do I do? Okay, so let's see what else. So what else wants to pop up here? Okay, so we have a pole shift, a change of heart, a turnaround, or a reversal. So you can expect a change in how this person has been approaching you. So if you guys have been in separation, it's very likely this person will come back into your life. If you've been fighting, this person may shift towards purity or just more peaceful state of mind. So there's going to be a change in how they are approaching you. So let's see what else. Okay, so we have a card that flipped through here. Okay, we have two more here. So we have higher learning, education, research, apprenticeship. And we have shaky foundation, unsteady, lacking support, and impractical. Do you want to get one more card? Yeah. We have divine feminine, yin, feminine values, maternal energy. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have resilience, toughness, endurance, perseverance. So yeah, quite intense. Quite interesting. So with these cards, this person's inner world feels like it's in the middle of a pole shift right now, like a total realignment of what they used to be or what they used to do in relationships, or what they thought they knew about love or control or vulnerability or resilience or ego, or even like clutching on to the old. The Five of Cups and the Five of Wands in this deck do both indicate that there is chaos present in this person's life, or they're both kind of representing these chaotic five energies, you know, in tarot, showing that shake-up in this person that is an emotional shake-up, an emotional loss, but also like an internal conflict, internal shake-up. Even the shake-up with other people, in case there is competition of some kind present here, even a competition of values could be at play here in the connection. This person, however, is being pushed out of their comfort zone with the pole shift. and forced to face their own patterns through this connection. Also with the higher learning, they are just educating themselves. I'm hearing whether they want it or not on themselves through this relationship, and they're educating themselves on their patterns through your relationship. So the shaky foundation is them realizing their old ways of connecting. Maybe this is avoidance, pride, or even control. They feel like they need to change that up to a degree. Like these impractical ways of acting, they can't hold up anymore. And this person just feels like they need to change it somehow. So they're pausing, learning, and reflecting as they try to do things differently. And that's just this higher learning in real time. Or the universe is literally like making this person sit down and make them do their homework, especially their emotional homework. So they feel still very drawn to, especially if you're a feminine person, this person does feel very drawn to you. They feel like this magnetic healing and quietly powerful force in your connection that's pulling them in. And in a way that is a bit unsettling for them because it's more about surrender, not so much about fighting the energy. But yeah, like it's teaching them to just meet love with presence instead of fear, like on a more higher level. So yeah, while this person may be, resilient and is just like trying to control themselves too much or trying to be tough and just persevere in their own current state, they are, just like being almost like quote unquote forced through life, through the turn of events towards some type of reversal in their energy or a turnaround in how they are approaching you and this connection, this relationship overall. So right now, this person, your relationship does feel like it's in a period of like more deeper emotional growth, or this connection is mirroring their journey from fragmentation to greater wholeness and greater trust in love and nurturing, especially these feminine values that have to do with surrender and gentleness, and like feeling those emotions. That's something that is, I feel, deeply unsettling for this person, but what they're learning to do more of through your connection. So the recent thoughts here basically about you could also be, if we kind of like sum it up, like this person thinking that everything feels upside down now. They could be thinking that they understood what they wanted, but now it all feels a great deal deeper, and it's like the way that this connection is going is just driving them deeper towards understanding things that they never thought they would need to understand. They're also thinking how you indirectly taught them something about love that really like showed them their shaky foundation in relationships and in love, or how they approached relationships, especially romantic relationships. And And yeah, like they're thinking that they don't know if they're ready to do things differently, but they can't continue doing it in the same way either, even if they try to persevere in that. So basically, this person is starting to get changed at a core level, which is also their perspectives flipping. Their ego could be more shaken, but that could also mean that the ego is like trying to hold on externally for dear life before it shifts. This person is also reflecting, understanding, or trying to understand the why of this connection, what could be like the quote-unquote lesson behind this. And yeah, like the old emotional habits that they used to have or used to cling to are definitely crumbling right now. Yeah, so that's all for today for this reading. So thank you for joining. Let me know in the comments how this was for you guys. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book through Etsy or Coffee. Both are linked below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post another video. And also make sure to hype this video so it reaches other people. Sending you so much love and clarity, and see you soon in the next video. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the 8 of Swords card as your card for today's reading on the topic of your person's thoughts of you most recently. So in this reading, we're going to tune into their recent thoughts and anything else that really wants to show up based on the cards that we get. So let's see. I'm hearing Adele, like we could have had it all. Yeah. Yeah, okay, Adele. We could have had it all. Let's see, what else wants to show up? Let's draw a couple of cards here. We have, I'm hearing like, can we work on this? This is question mark. All right, so the 8 of Pentacles, limbo. Can we work on this is what I literally heard when this one popped up. Is this workable? Is this resolvable? Is this doable? You know, this person's asking themselves, can there be work put in that's solid? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. I'm hearing you make me lose my head. And then we have the Knight of Wands as well. Yeah, like emotionally and passionately or sexually even, you make this person lose their head, lose their mind. Okay. What are you? Yeah, you're upright. 10 of Wands. Let's get one more card, please. Okay. So we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a clarifier here for the 8 of Pentacles. I'm just curious. So we got the Hermit. The Hermit. Oh, wow. As they're thinking about this, yeah. I just heard I can't let this go. I'm hearing, why is this happening to me? I can't let this go. So there could be some self-pity here from this person right now. So this person with the 8 of Swords, they are feeling mentally trapped in their own mind. Like they're trapped in themselves, in their own mind, in thinking about this connection. They could be experiencing some self-doubt, you know, as well in their mind right now. Or a fear of saying or doing the wrong thing. So recently, they may actually be replaying conversations in their mind as well, overthinking how to approach you, or they could just be feeling like circumstances in regards to your connection. So distance, pride, ego, timing, or something else, values, or just like any other type of compatibility or incompatibility are holding them back. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles here, this person is thinking about, can this work out? And if so, how the F can we make this work, or how the F could this potentially even work out in the future? So this is a big pause for growth type of combo that we have here. So this person, they want to work on themselves or the connection, but they also may even feel a bit on occasion unmotivated or just uncertain about the how. Like, how do they end up working on this connection? The Hermit here is clarifying that this Eight of Pentacles energy in limbo is not laziness, it is introspection. So this means this person is realizing they can't just quote unquote fix things by doing. They know that they need to understand why they want to fix things as well. And like they want to see the bigger future of this connection as well. So they're kind of in between this effort and reflection, like uncertain about what to do or how to do things. But at the same time, I feel like they need to figure it out. They may feel a bit unmotivated because they don't yet know how they want to figure it out or what they want to do. So moving further now with the Knights here, we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands. This could be this person's like usual way of handling things, where they just kind of jump in like with some romantic gesture or, I know, a passionate expression of some of their emotions. Like this could be their way of doing things, but they're like with Hermit here, the Eight of Pentacles, they're reflecting how to like potentially do this differently, or how do they express their emotions or feelings in a much more like solid or stable manner. So the Knight of Cups energy here is this person feeling like a romantic dreamer. They do tend to lose their head over you often, and I'm hearing they end up acting like a fool. And their emotions are strong, but they are sincere. They may even fantasize about reaching out recently, saying something heartfelt. They are thinking about reigniting the chemistry. But they, again, like they want to do it in a more reflective manner, not as impulsively as they may have done in the past. So this is the poetic part of their recent thoughts about you, where they still do romanticize you. They still romanticize your relationship with the Knight of Cups here. They romanticize the future between the two of you as well. So we do have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is this kind of passionate pursuer energy. It feels more, you know, lustful, impulsive, and there's like this magnetic energy here with the Wands. This person does feel like this raw desire towards you as well, that's like really mixing with the emotional vulnerability. With the Knight of Wands, they are thinking about more impulsively, like jumping in. This I feel like their usual way of doing things, where they would just impulsively like jump in, make something happen, you know, be spontaneous and just kind of like fearlessly, energetically do some gesture, tell you something, take a risk. You know, this person's thinking about not being afraid of following their passions and just going for it. They want to show up and make something happen and kind of leap without thinking. So they want to be fierce, daring, and passionate, but also, again, like going back to the Eight of Pentacles here, they are pausing for growth. These two together, the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit, are like this pause for growth type of combo, which is impacting their usual way of doing things, but they're still thinking about like doing things this way, like, you know, asking you out for a drink and then kissing you, like, you know, going back to your place or to their place, doing some other things together. Like they're thinking about that, you know, they're thinking about some passionate expressions between the two of you. But again, they are also thinking about here, reflecting on how this is not growth, how this is just doing the same thing over again that they used to do, whether it's in your relationship or in other relationships before you. I'm just hearing that this is unfulfilling for them and they're trying to do something differently because they are kind of done with this. It just doesn't feel good anymore. It doesn't feel fulfilling anymore to them to continue doing this kind of impulsive spiral. So with the Ten of Wands here as well, this person may be experiencing some pressure, overwhelm, even burnout. They are for now like really carrying the emotional weight of all this indecision that we got going on here. They may be handling even too many responsibilities in their everyday life. Or simply they may feel that this connection right now feels a bit heavy because it doesn't seem to flow easily. With the Two of Pentacles here as well, this person is juggling their life. They could be juggling other relationships as well or other responsibilities. They are indecisive as well. And yeah, just juggling too much, you know. They know that having so many things on their plate is not sustainable in the long run, and they're just thinking about how could they, I'm hearing, simplify their life or make things easier for themselves, create more of a balance out of the current imbalance they are experiencing. But again, like with the Two of Pentacles, they're juggling two decisions here. They're like, do I reach out? Do I stay silent? Do I prioritize saying what I want to say? Do I prioritize stability right now? Do I pause some more and reflect on what I want to do and do it in a stable, very mindful, thoughtful way? Or do I act impulsively and just pour my heart out and hope for a one-night stand together potentially, you know? So they're kind of like juggling these two potentials. So it's kind of like this mental ping-ponging going on right now. So yeah, this person's like recent thoughts are turbulent for sure, but also they are sincere, you know. They are overthinking a bit, retreating to process things here and here. Yet they're also itching to take action, like pour their heart out to you and just like be this impulsive, reckless, daring, fierce love warrior is what I'm hearing, like just a warrior of sincerity and honesty. So with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles also there, that shows that the weight of indecision here is exhausting them. So this person, they could, because they're dealing with this indecision, feel pushed to reflect. They just may even be distracting themselves here with work, with other people, with other relationships, with projects. You know, like thoughts of you do seep through those cracks though, even as they're trying to multitask or distract themselves. So this person's inner dialogue or their emotional narrative kind of sounds like they want to reach out, but they don't know what to say yet, and they want to do something differently and want to move forward, but they are also scared that they will mess it up. They are also thinking about how they feel like pulled to you, how they feel like you pulling on them, on their mind, like they can't stop thinking about you. And it does drive them crazy. It does want, it makes them want to take action here. And they're also thinking about how they're tired of carrying this, but they also can't let it go. So they're trying to do their best to stop repeating the same stuff they used to do and understand the lesson first. And that's like what the Eight of Pentacles with the Hermit is all about here. Okay, so let's see what else. What other additional cards want to pop up here? Oh. So we got the breathing room, freedom of movement, space, and ease. So that's them wanting to simplify, create more breathing room in the connection. Oopsie. Okay, we have sacred smoke, clearing the air, purging negativity, and prayer. Lovely. Let's see what else. Okay, this one. We have shaky foundation, unsteady, lacking support, impractical. Oh, there's my hair. Let's see what else. We have cloud formations, clouded thoughts, indecision, and confusion. Interesting. And we got here miracle, healing, answered prayers, and remission. So they like really are hoping for a miracle, or hoping that if they take enough time to just try to figure things out, things are going to start to make more sense to them. Yeah, they're just kind of hoping that time will help them in figuring all this out as well. So their mental space recently feels very, very crowded, you know, indecisive, confusing, but also transformational with the sacred smoke and the breathing room. The oracles here show that this person is overwhelmed, as we saw with the tarot, you know, with the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. There is an overwhelm they are experiencing. And this person, they need space to breathe and reset. So their foundation, or the foundation of your relationship, the emotional, practical foundation, maybe even spiritual foundation, has been or is currently even shaky. It is on shaky, unstable ground. And they are thinking also about how they have been building things in their life on unsteady ground. But they also feel like they're regaining some clarity here. With Miracle, they feel like things are slowly working themselves out and things will work out in the future. They just need to give it time. And I feel like here this person is just learning to trust the situation, learning to trust that time will also resolve things here. That they don't necessarily need to do any type of impulsive action, that they can just trust that time will resolve the situation and that they will know what to do once the mental fog that they're experiencing clears. So they have been trapped in mental loops, assumptions, and fears. And this isn't about you being unclear with this person or them being unclear with you. It's also just more about them being tangled up in what ifs. The clouded thoughts energy, the cloud formations here reflect confusion and even this person's self-imposed limits, where they are realizing they might be the one who is overcomplicating things in this relationship. So with the breathing room here, also the sacred smoke, with purging negativity and prayer, I feel like the universe here also with the Hermit has literally hit pause on this person. And they're being told by the universe through energy, let's say, to step back, reflect, and allow things to settle before they force any type of action to happen. And through this perspective shift, actually, they're learning that progress isn't just constant effort. Sometimes progress also looks like rest. Sometimes it's about stepping away to find a new perspective or allow a new perspective to emerge. And that's like a whole new world for this person. I just literally started hearing a whole new world, you know, like from Aladdin. I feel like that's from Aladdin. It's just like a whole new world for them emerging. That just started playing in my mind. So cool. So yeah, I feel like this person may actually reach out with more emotional honesty or be just more honest as, pardon me, as the internal storm clears or calms. Right now, they're not in the space where they could communicate, just because my throat just started getting blocked here. So they're not currently there. We do have the Hermit, this person's still in the Hermit zone. So they do need to kind of process that and allow themselves some breathing room to clear the air, to find a new perspective before they can do anything, reach out or say something more clear and yeah, like more steady to you. So for now, like their most recent thoughts about you have been messy, they have been restless, they have been and still are transformative. The universe is pulling this person back into reflection and they are starting to realize that space that they are taking right now isn't necessarily distance. It's basically about them trying to align with themselves and find a new perspective of how to deal with the connection. So in short, they're learning to slow down and think more clearly and act from a state of truth, not just from an impulsive desire, an impulsive urge. The universe with miracle here is indicating that the prayers will be answered, that this connection is undergoing a period of healing right now. And something miraculous here is brewing beneath the confusion. There is a strong potential for the two of you to rebuild this connection on real ground, as you have become aware of the shaky foundation that was present here before. Yeah. So basically the cracks in the shaky foundations are what lets and has let the light in here that has illuminated this connection and is purging negativity of this connection right now, or negativity, clouded thoughts, indecision, confusion, any type of dis-ease is being purged in order to align with a greater ease in the future if you choose to meet each other again in a loving manner, when you do choose to interact again in the future. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. That's all for today for this reading. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book through Etsy or Ko-fi. Both are linked down below. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell to be notified when I post another video. And we'll see you guys in the future. Sending you so much love and clarity. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Tower card as your card for today's reading on the topic of their most recent thoughts. So let's see what's been going on with this person. We're going to start off by just drawing a couple of additional cards here. I'm just hearing transformation, upheaval. It is all changing. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. The Tower, what else is going on most recently? Oop, I'm hearing just a perspective shift. All right, so we have the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person is struggling with perspective shifts. Okay, let's see. What do they want to say? What have they been most recently thinking about? We have the King of Wands reversed as well. Oopsies. We have the Two of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so I saw there the Knight of Cups. It went back into the deck. Let's see. So we got instead the Knight of Pentacles, and we got the Devil. The Devil, yeah. I'm hearing I can't let you go, just can't stop thinking about you. You're on my mind constantly. I'm hearing it is annoying, but ever so seductive, right? Lovely. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So, group number 3 here. You know, your person's themes right now are quite intense. Like, it's about collapse, control, letting go of control, resistance, temptation, like a desire to slowly rebuild something as well. It feels like someone whose confidence or authority has been shaken and who is trying to steady themselves while also still feeling that strong, almost addictive pull towards you. So with the Tower, something dramatic has created an upheaval in this person's world. There may have been an argument here that took place, a realization, Like some type of tower moment, some type of little shaky blast off has happened, a moment of truth, even that shattered their sense of control or their sense of stability. They can't unsee whatever truth came out of whether it's disconnection or came out of their thoughts recently, or even if they had a dream, like they can't unsee what truth came out recently. So that truth has exposed weaknesses in them, in the bond, or like just in their own behavior as well. Now, we do have the Six of Swords in the reversed position here. The Six of Swords in the reversed position is indicating that they are thinking about how they want to move forward, but they end up being stuck in the mental replay of the past, or a mental replay of the collapse, a mental replay of the tower moment, you know, like whatever it is, it's like pulling them back into stagnation. The Six of Swords here does indicate that this person could be unwilling to do the inner work required for healing. They could be running away, or they're just like not welcoming the change, not welcoming the momentum that the tower wants to bring their way. They're kind of like keeping themselves stuck in the past, or stuck in how they used to do things. Yeah. So I just heard the tower here. With this realization, the tower has not collapsed completely. So they're still living in it. They still end up living in it. So they had a realization that shattered their sense of control there, that made them uncomfortable, but they kind of like, I feel like, choose to not fully tend to it with the Six of Swords here. Because this is giving me the energy that they're still circling the wreckage. They are still in the past. They're still even like in that ivory tower. You know, they're not fully taking into account the way that the situation has transformed recently. So they haven't like updated their system yet fully. Like maybe a bit, but not fully. They still end up being unwilling to do the work, or they're running away from the realization, from the full realization, the change that would require for them practically, the change that they would need to take in their life. So the King of Wands reversed is really telling here as well, because the King of Wands reversed is this person's pride and confidence being bruised. They could feel like they're ineffective, powerless, or like they just could be experiencing weakness in their energy, or weakness in their way, or in their ability to impact and influence their environment. So this person's usual confidence or charm feels off balance. Sometimes when reversed, the King energy here can also overcompensate. So this person could be acting impulsively. They are maybe trying to regain control of their life. And they could just be swinging between hot pursuit and total withdrawal. But the King of Wands here indicates that this person does not feel very confident in themselves right now. and their ego is very, very tender right now. With the Two of Pentacles, they could be juggling conflicting impulses where they are trying to stay detached versus dive back in. They are even like juggling between an impulse of self-respect or pride versus desire. They could be trying to make themselves appear externally like they are keeping it together and just have everything figured out and like act cool and like they got everything handled, you know, while internally they feel like really, really wobbly and uncertain. But like they know, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, they know that underneath it all, they do want stability. And this shows the practical side of this person, like them wanting to do better, them wanting a more solid, steady foundation to their life, to this relationship. They want to create their life in a more reliable way. They want to have a more reliable, more steady life, or just know how to handle, how to work with the chaos, not against it, of the Tower here. So like deep down, they want stability, but they just don't fully know how to deal with it, especially if it would involve them stepping out of their horse, you know, and just lowering their pride a bit, you know. So the Devil is here as well. Talk of the Devil, right? So the Devil speaks of this person recently thinking about you with just like a lot of, let's say, gravitational force. And the Devil here speaks of magnetic attraction, a fixation on you, even obsession, and cycles that this person feels are very difficult and impossible to quit. This person, they feel mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, for some of you, they feel very, very tethered to you. So partly fascinated, partly they're craving you, partly they're also fearing losing control and fearing certain revelations and disconnection that may occur to them. So this is that I know this connection challenges me, but I can't stop thinking about it or going in the direction of it either. In a romantic sense, though, this is chemistry that overrides logic. And this person experiencing you as someone who is intoxicating, but also revealing. They are experiencing you as someone who makes them feel very attached. And just tempted. So like if we blend these together a bit more, the recent thoughts revolve around you as both temptation and a shaker-upper, or a quote-unquote teacher. So they right now are really shaken up by the state of your connection, by what was revealed recently, or what they realized or recognized about themselves most recently. They could have recognized how they can't let you go, how they're still emotionally, mentally drawn to you, and they can't let this go or can't resolve this because they keep being unmotivated to do the work, or they just feel like it's going to hurt their ego or their image in some way to resolve the situation or resolve their feelings or act based on this revelation. So something broke open and changed their perception of you recently and of your connection. They have not mentally or emotionally been able to process this revelation. There's pride and insecurity here in the way. There's a confidence that's shaken. There's an ego that's bruised. And this person could be really struggling with that, with their pride, their ego, insecurity, like anything that has to do with, just stepping off their high horse and being more compassionate. Even there is a tug of war here as well, desire versus practicality. And in all of this, like group number 3, you remain this person's temptation. You remain their fixation. I feel like they're not even trying to understand why anymore. They're just like, I feel like starting to go with the flow here with the devil. Yeah, that's interesting because they kind of enjoy that. Like with the devil energy, I'm getting like this person enjoys like being caught in the desire. They enjoy being like held by the desire, caught in the desire, imprisoned by desire. Like they enjoy it. That's what I'm getting here with the devil. And I feel like that could partly be what's keeping them from being able to move forward or choose a more, let's say, pure or gentle or easy or gentler, more compassionate way of acting in this connection. Okay, so I'm hearing, I just heard, I can't let you go. I like being obsessed with you. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's see what the oracles want to say to us. Okay, we have remnants of Atlantis, the past resurfacing, past lives karma. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so you guys have past lives together. This could be why it's so difficult here with the devil to let go of things, to let go of control, desire, to be self-disciplined in this connection could be incredibly strong because of the past life that the two of you have together, of the karma you have together. We have, without a care here, we have disregard, ignorance, or turning a blind eye. We also have Akashic records, deeper knowing, archaic wisdom, and history, again, indicating a strong connection between the two of you. Okay. Yeah, we have the ocean of love here. So deep love, caring, emotional support. Then we also have dashing through the snow, minor setbacks, delays, and roadblocks. I'm hearing that the roadblocks are part of your karmic clearing. So it's just the way that the universe is clearing your energy right now. So if there are roadblocks or delays or problems in this connection, try to just go with them. That's just a message coming to you directly from Spirit. Like if you're feeling like you're being rejected or there's a delay or a roadblock in this connection, rejection is divine protection. Remember that when it comes to this person, you are being rerouted and guided and put on the path that is easiest for you always. If this person rejects you, disregards you, or is ignorant of you in any way, that is also rejection, that is divine protection for you. You guys have a ton of history, right? There is deep love here, and there is a caring that the two of you feel towards each other. That's true. But you also do have a lot of karma. You have a lot of history with each other on a soul level. It's not just like in this lifetime. This is a soul level relationship in which you guys have a lot of history and karma to even clear from the past lives. So the delays, the setbacks, the frustrations, the conflict, the clashing between the two of you is happening because of the past resurfacing and clearing through your interactions. So it is important you guys know this so that you can interact in this connection with greater ease and greater awareness. So you can also meet each other with greater awareness. You guys could have a soul contract as well, you know, that is making your connection deeply transformative. And this may also like just make you more aware of the dynamics that go on beneath the surface. And also why, you know, you maybe keep thinking about this person, why this person's thoughts are circling back to you so often. It is because this connection is ancient and magnetic. It's not just about attraction. This is also about a recognition and a clearing of the past situations. This connection may feel fated for both of you, which is both thrilling and unnerving, and shaky for the ego. So this person, and likely you as well, group number 3, you can't move on because the connection echoes across time. The cards here do scream that there is unfinished business here, especially unfinished soul business. And there's a lesson likely repeating in this connection, something that has to do with themes of control, ego, or just letting love flow without fear. And there's pride meeting karma, especially in this person's life, you know. The disregard or without the care card mirrors that. This person maybe has pulled back or just downplayed their emotions or acted indifferent when they weren't. So there's kind of this delay or self-sabotage happening here. They are juggling old habits and new awareness, or the new awareness that wants to come in but is being disregarded. So amid all the chaos that may be going on, we do have a lot of love that is present between the two of you. Deep down, despite there being pride, ego, confusion, disregard, ignorance, turning a blind eye to some knowledge, this person still feels deep down a love that is enduring and grounded towards you. And the love that wants to humble them, even if they toss and turn and fight with all their might against that. But also you guys are very, very entangled with each other. There is a karmic entanglement here. That means the bond is charged, it's binding, and it is transformative for both of you. This person, they crave you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but that pull also exposes their fears of dependency or loss of control right now. Yet underneath all that, again, is something more sacred. And I feel like this ocean of love is what they are being guided to, what you're being guided to as well in this connection, even if there's shock, obsession, regret, awakening happening around it. Yeah. So, my darlings, this is where I'm going to finish this off. Again, remember, rejection is divine protection. With regards to this person, do not get involved in situations where you don't have to get involved. You know, don't push to be involved in a situation where you have experienced a delay or a setback, because you are just getting back into some situations through that are not in the end serving you. Or just allow the energy to pass. Sometimes karma clears through silence as well, and through us not involving ourselves in the same story over and over and over again. So sometimes that is healing and transformative as well. Rest and ease can be incredibly transformative and like an act of deeper knowing also. So just remember that in case it comes up. But yeah, this connection is far from over. It's definitely like something that's powerfully unfolding. And the love here is like really, really alive beneath the rubble. But the love here does not need to indicate a physical connection. This can also just be the two of you nodding to each other in love and compassion, understanding from across the room. I'm hearing that understanding and letting go of the attachment is key in this connection. And with that, I'm just going to close this reading. Thank you guys for tuning in and sharing your energy. Let me know in the comments how it resonates. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can book through Etsy or Ko-fi. The links are down below. For those of you who are interested in more 18+ topics and sexual explorations, we do have the devil here, which does carry a lot of that energy. So if you want to tune into that, you can check out my Patreon for 18+ more spicy sexual readings. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights. Click the notification bell and make sure to hype this video so it can reach other people. Send you so much love and clarity, and see you soon in the next video. Bye. Namaste.